Well, hello, Moramai, and good morning. Welcome to the farm down in Sussex. Spring, day 2, year 2. My gosh. Okay, after the somewhat interesting experiences we had yesterday with trailers and the like, I have brought our bigger water tank home. That's going to be useful for such things as bringing water to the cows when we need it. The sheep are, of course, breeding like, sheep right now. Excuse me. And we have here our new fuel container, which did make it safely home, and as we can see, fits nicely under the straps. So, without further ado, let's get on with the day. I think the first thing I would like to do, I keep using my Minecraft controls, so it's a while till I remember I should be running, is get some more chickens. Because whilst the eggs are ticking over nicely, the price is likely, let's check it, it's quite low, so I don't want to sell them just now. I wouldn't mind building up a stock through the year and get a couple of grand for all those eggs at some point. So I think now would be a good time to get some more. We have all the Rhode Island Reds in there. I think as time goes on, I'll likely get a rooster just to give it a bit of a bump in stock. But for now, we'll concentrate on the eggs. So we can fit quite a few. We have, I believe, 20. Yeah, so we may as well get another 20. It's not going to cost us too much. $7 a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Why the heck not? Let's have some fun. Let's get ourselves another load of chickens. That should have an impact on the feed they need. I've got 50 in there now, yeah. So we'd better top that up before we do anything. Make sure the new arrivals are nicely fed and all that stuff. So I think we'll do that without too much further ado. Feed them from our little fella here. I should certainly have enough stock for a short time. If I need to buy any more through the year, I will. But, I was hoping to be able to double crop that field, to be honest, but I didn't. But it happens. What can you do? Right. Okay. So let's get wheat to feed those chickens. There we go. Whoa. Even though I've got a weight on the back, it still doesn't particularly like. Fill that with whatever we can. Let's keep it fairly low because steering sometimes becomes a little bit optional on this when you've got a heavy load in the front. So, let's get those chickens fed, then we'll go see to the sheep. We may as well take our new water tank down there. And, well, we'll have to. I sold the old one. I think I did anyway. I certainly meant to. I may check that in a moment. Right. So let's see how much the chickens will take. Hopefully not a huge amount. Yes, not too much at all. How nice. Fortunately, chicken feed is available at the shop, so if I've miscalculated even slightly, we'll be okay. So let's go and pop this back into the silo. Crack on with the sheep. Chokey choke choke. Actually, while we're doing that, let's just check whether I did sell the old water container. I certainly meant to. There we go. Thank you. So you can all stay back in stock, which is nice. Right. And I think at some point, let's just check it. In our garage, I've got all of these wonderful things, and not an old water tank. Good. Whilst this does seem, the trailer does seem a bit of a, in many respects, a downgrade, because it hasn't got the sort of articulated hitch, if you like. But we can live with that, because it actually works. No more pallets sliding around the place. I should still be able to squidge the little front loader on there. There we go. Right. Missed. First of all, we're going to have you. Pop you on that. And there as well. Get that open so that I can get the water trailer off. It's not going to live on there for a long time. So we are just going to need something bigger. When we move into cows later in the year, I've got enough feed for them. Then we'll certainly be a lot busier with the water. Hopefully a bit busier these mornings as well. Right. Well, that did work out very nicely. Well done. Right, so let's get that filled up. Start filling with water. Head straight on down to the sheeps. Of which I think there are probably more than there were yesterday. Yes, I've now got 30 sheeps. Should have quite a bit more hay going. Hay? I should have quite a bit more wool going on there as well. This field has not yet started to grow, so I can't do any work on there. But the grass field is looking very nice indeed. I should be able to get a first cut off that, and then I'll get it in the bunkers for silage, which will then be used to feed the cows. There we go. So let's clean those sheeps up. All clean. Well done, fellas. There we go. That was much easier than the broom we were using. You got one of those. Now one of these. Oh, you didn't need to. Didn't need any more, did you not? Oh, well. There you go. You learn and you learn. I wonder how much they took of that one. Well, it doesn't really matter. What are you doing? Could you just stay where I put you? Just for the once. Thank you. Right, let's go and water the sheep as well. Have a quick look at the wool on the way past. What's the wool price doing at the moment? The wool, it's fairly high, so I may think about selling some of that. Maybe next month. We'll keep an eye on it. Actually, I'll just leave you there for now. Water trailer wise. Right, let's have a quick look. I think these pallets hold 1,000 each. Yes, they do. So we've got 1,000 and a bit. Price is currently at, I think there's, ooh, transport. That sounds quite nice. Should we grab that just for the money? Is there anything interesting going on? Maybe I should think about another field at some point as well. For now, I'm going to grab that as a transport to do in case we have the time. Okay, wool. We're running at about £1,000 for 1,000 there. It's a couple of grand there in the bank. It's enough for a few more sheep when we need them. But the sheep are going along quite nicely. Decisions. Yeah, we'll wait for tomorrow, see if that price jumps up through the air. Well, good. Seems as we now have something to be doing with our day, in that I've just taken a contract job on, we better crack the heck on. As I said, the temperature is such that field, let's just check its growth state, but I don't believe it's moved on at all. I think it should still be in yellow, which will tell us it's planted. There we go. At some point I'm hoping that's going to move to light green, and we'll know whether it's germinated or not. It says it needs lime, but that's not what I'm trying to show you. We've got one stage of fertilizing on it just from the planter. I think I should be in a position to fertilise our grass field, which will then mean that's ready for cutting, I think, tomorrow. Which should be in time to start everything moving along well to get our cows later in the year, which will mean we'll start getting some milk from them next springtime, I would imagine. Okay, let's load you up with another one of those. Ready for tomorrow. And okay, you drop yourself there. Good-o. Right, let's jump in our remaining tractor, wherever that's gone. Oh, you're over there with fertilizer. I think we should be in a pretty good place to go and sort the grass field. But when we get there, we'll make sure. And then we can call that a day. It's quite a short video, even by my standards. There we go. Definitely got my eye on this field here, number 8. Fairly sure at some point we'll be able to do some jobs on it to get it growing nicely. Crops it got in it this year. Oh, sugar beet. We don't want that one. That's more hassle than it's worth. I will think of a different one. Okay, let's unfold this and see if it's going to take another round of fertilizer, because that would make it a nice deep brown, a nice deep blue. Then I'll give it a day or so, and right. Oh, hang on, got ahead of myself there. Okay. It doesn't look like it's taking in terms of field coverage. Well, not today. Okay. It seemed in a pretty good shape anyway, so I think the plan for tomorrow can be we'll get our first cut off it, and I'll fertilise it again, by which point we can then put that grass in the silage bunker, keep everything ticking along nicely. Then later on in the year we'll make some hay and all that other stuff that goes along with it. So let's call that a day for this video. We'll take an early lunch, and then because there's nothing to do around here, I'll do the transport job in the afternoon with our new trailer setup. So, yeah, that will do for today, I think. We didn't do very much, but we talked quite a lot. I can hardly imagine your surprise. So, yeah, I'll get this hooked up, and we will head off. Oh, that's right, I need to move that fuel tank, don't I? I don't want to take it with us as part of the job, so yes, I'll move that. We'll call it next. The interesting thing, I say interesting, stretching a point, the fuel tank is pretty mobile. You can pick it up. No, I didn't. There you go, you can pick it up, walk around with it, put it where you like, which is grand. To fill it, in case you're playing the game and you've got the mod and wondering what on earth's going on, you need to be quite near it but not looking at it. So you can get in it, you see it says enter vehicle, or standing on it is a good sign. Enter vehicle, and that is how you fill it if you're near a fuel filling station. We've got some in our, getting out of it of course is the same. I've got some fuel over at the workshop. I think I dropped that by throwing it in the air. So at some point I'll pop over there, fill it up and show you properly, but that is the idea. And it should sit nicely on that shelf. Right, okay, lunchtime for us in terms of game. So I will see you after lunch in the next episode. Thank you as ever for watching. Likes, subscribes, of course, always very much appreciated around the place. And I'll see you in the next video. For now, I'll catch you later. Bye!